I'm about to watch all of One Piece in a single sitting. That means attempting to watch 1,122 episodes in a single sitting, with almost no spoilers. And I'll be putting the entire time lapse of this challenge inside of this video at the end. From some of the hardest days in my life, to watching during holidays, and even seeing some of the most impactful scenes I've ever watched. Let's see if I can make it to the end. Jacob, the AOT guy. He's never seen One Piece, Attack on Titan is his favorite show, and he's never been to a party in his entire life. The moment I press play, I have to keep watching nonstop. I'm excited. First time, let's see what One Piece is all about. That's a banger. To prevent spoilers, there will be a screen cover related to each arc over the screen. What is that? If there's any moment worth showing, then I will draw it in a spoiler-free way. Lady Velveeta. What is that? And finally, what is the main rule of this video? I must be watching for every waking hour without pausing, which means I'll be able to sleep, but during the day, I must keep watching. After episode 1, since I'm not allowed to pause, I decided to use this ending as a little break time and make some coffee. Oh, and also, I can still skip openings, endings, and recap, I'm just not allowed to stop the show from running. Anyways, while making my coffee, my ears were graced with one of the most angelic ending songs I've literally ever heard. And finally, with my freshly brewed instant coffee, it was time to log back into the show. Okay, first episode is done, and I want to give some feedback on it. Right now I'm playing episode 2 because I cannot pause it. So far the vibes are awesome. I love the different stories. Like, I don't know how Luffy got his powers. There's Nanami, because I know her because she's popular. I'm just super excited to see where it goes. And yeah, episode 1 done. I'm just excited, very excited. Let's see where this goes. I'm excited to see where this goes. Starting episode 2, I was just soaking in. I saw Zoro for the first time, and I have no idea what they put in this opening, but oh my god. And by episode 4, so far the show has been nothing special, but I was really enjoying it. So far, so good. However, so I'm watching episode 12 right now, and I have an issue. There's a cleaner coming in about 1 hour, and they don't speak English. My plan is to clean the entire house while watching One Piece. I also finally realized it wouldn't break the rule if I started the episode at the same time on my laptop. I don't know how it took me this long, but now I can be mobile. It's getting intense. With time running down, the episodes really actually started to hook me. Fortunately, I only had a little bit of finishing touches to do, and then I was done. Great news. I'm done cleaning. I'm playing the episode in my laptop while I give this, which gives me a perfect time to try and switch rooms. We're moving. While moving rooms, I was going into episode 15. I'm at the point where most average anime fans would just stop binging in a single sitting, and we're just getting started. Who's up? Okay, One Piece. I also already memorized the ending song. It is literally a banger. After some hard binging, I decided it was time to go back to the living room. It also turned out that there was no maid ever coming. I misread my message. And now we're approaching almost an entire day watching One Piece. It's been very lighthearted, and I'm still just so excited to watch. Then Zoro's backstory turned on. For the first time, I was glad the camera was not showing the front side of my face. And after this, I just tried my best to enjoy watching for the very first time. Sorry, sir. Don't know really. I've waited so long to try. Pretty mid. But basically, I wanted to give an update. It's getting dark outside, and I'm on episode 21. It's a little slow, but it's not terrible. I still enjoy it, so it's going pretty good. I'm gonna keep locking in. I'm enjoying just chilling.
I'd rather die than give up. A strong heart indeed. JANKY, take care of yourself, okay?
I've learned very quick this show knows how to pull your heartstrings. I have officially heard this ending 29 times straight. I'm very grateful to be able to be doing this. I'm still just stoked I'm watching this, and I'm excited to see if it lives up to the hype that people have brought it to, and if it really will be one of the best shows I've ever watched. I know it's been like 12 hours straight, but I'm hyped. I'm really hyped. People who watch the episodes I've watched will know the reference I'm giving right here. You know what I'm saying? My lease expires in 23 days. And so real quick, hold on, the next episodes are started. Okay. ChatGPT says I gotta watch 50 episodes a day in order to finish in under 23 days. Right now I'm at 30, and it's 9 p.m. So we gotta cook. Switch playing at same time.
I could just sit around all day.
These guys. Little did I know I was about to be watching one of the most monumental moments in One Piece. Oh, it's getting real. It's getting real. Oh, that's a nice little plot twist. Okay. Oh. Little chair transition. Ready? Oh, this is good. They're all gonna meet up with their setup's good. It took like 10 minutes. A little action. This is what I'm seeing. Awesome. And we're off. I've officially watched 30 episodes non-stop, and I was feeling the most hype I've ever been yet. It's getting good. And somehow it was about to get better. Is it Attack on Titan? I can't tell yet. I can't tell. It's on par with like the better shows I've watched, but it's nothing crazy. As I said, it's been nothing crazy. Throughout this entire day, it's been above average, but literally moments later, that opinion might change a little. Wow, this moment was shockingly good to me.
Yo, I gotta use the bathroom. That was crazy.
They're doing a recap right now, so I have a little bit of time, but they currently I was gonna make dinner, but I don't have time. The episodes are too good, and I don't want to multitask. I can't. They built the story so well, and then they started walking, and let me give an example of how epic this walk was.
I'm locked in. Camera, I haven't said a word in like an hour. I know. It's bad. I have to see what happens.
And after watching almost 40 episodes in a day, I started finally feeling exhausted, but was still enjoying it. And before I knew it, day one was almost over. Day one is complete. There's no mic. It's 1:43 a.m. But I reached a conclusion that I'm happy enough to sleep with. Honestly, I'm so grateful I can just like sit down and watch this. And I feel very happy and excited I can do it. And so that's honestly how I'm feeling. And I feel great. Feel energized to see where the story goes. And yeah. And let's just hope this hype can last. That opening is a banger. I'll tell you what now. I've got plans. I have to get 50 episodes a day, and yesterday I got 43. So my first plan is to see if I can auto skip openings and endings. That's my plan. And don't worry, because I actually won't be skipping them. There isn't an option to auto do it. Plus, I realized I want to listen to them anyways. Hold on. Oh, new opening. Vibes are immaculate on that opening. But new opening, that's fire. Day 2, new opening, we're making progress. What I have to do? For the first time, watching One Piece nonstop started to catch up to me. I only have to do one thing. Explain the issue I'm having in a couple of sentences. I have came to a big issue. pause. No way that's Sanji. Just a couple of sentences. It's a nice plot. But I'm liking the plot. I like that little twist. Back to it. We have come to a big issue. I have no breakfast. Not one thing. After this, I casually binged the entire episode before finishing my sentence. That's probably a problem. But let me help myself out. What I was trying to say is I gotta get food real quick, so I'm gonna try and go to the store while watching One Piece. This is 10 times harder than I expected. This is a lot harder. I ended up leaving early because it was way too difficult, and then also tried to make food while watching. I'll be ordering stuff from now on.
It's time to binge.
Starting at episode 55, right now the episodes are slower and I'm feeling less energetic, but I'm still really enjoying it.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Come on.
I'm at the point where most elite bingers would be capping out, and we're not even 10% close to being done. Luckily, some of the episodes that were coming up were some of the most enjoyable I've watched so far. And before I knew it, we have officially finished season 1 in 2 days, baby. I'm on episode 61, and season 2 is underway. I just feel so happy I get to watch this show. So far, so good. But before heading into season 2, it's time to reveal the rest of the rules of this video. Rule 1, you already know. I must be watching every hour non-stop without pausing. Rule 2, I can't get help from any existing friends I've ever made. And finally, rule 3, as I said, my lease expires soon, so before I move out, I made a checklist of 10 things I've never done but I've always wanted to do. And I want to try and finish that before I go, while watching One Piece. So real quick, I decided tonight I would attempt one. Can't get much worse than the store, right? We're gonna try and rock climb while I watch One Piece. It went worse than the store. But I still managed to do one singular climb, so at least I got one thing off this list. And now I'm officially at episode 72, and it's time to hit my first workout while watching. I literally just started doing push-ups. And today One Piece just has been okay, and I'm doing okay, but we still have 1,000 episodes to go. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I also decided to DM a really big creator about this One Piece challenge I'm doing so far. And after that, there was not much action, just kind of slow right now. This is end of day 2. Right now I'm 21 episodes behind schedule if I want to finish by the time my lease is up. Things are pretty rough in terms of numbers, but in terms of the show, it's super fun to watch. It's like a lot of the time I can't help but smile. Very happy with it so far. Yeah, I wanted to end the night with that. Day 3, baby. Good morning. I won't be able to finish One Piece by the time my lease expires if I do not catch up on these 20 episodes. So I have to lock in and skip the intros manually. That's right. Today the mission is simple. Literally just binge. Yet somehow, this is about to be the hardest day I've had yet. Starting off the day, I was still just so stoked to be watching.
Yes. That violin. Restroom. I thought that would be really cool to show. You see it? You seeing this?
Here, look. Don't give up so easily. You've got to teach me how to become a doctor. You've got to. I'll become the all-purpose medicine.
Oh, wow.
6 years since then.
I'm noticing a common theme that these backstories hit. But this is the moment things started to change. I've basically done nothing except watch for the last 2 days straight. And even though the episodes aren't bad, boredom started to arise. And I still can't do anything else except watch. It got to the point where I started to try and take notes over One Piece. Also, I'm literally just watching One Piece, so it feels wrong to complain in any sort of way, because this is literally such a blessing. But for the video, I want to explain how I'm feeling, just so you know. And right now, anything besides watching sounds exciting. But I gotta keep at it. Luckily intermixed, the openings were still bangers, which helped me recharge a little. But even with that, things got worse. I felt burnt out just from watching One Piece. I didn't even know that was possible. I started doing random things to pass the time, but I soon realized I just had to endure it. And keep enduring. If this is how I continue to feel, I still have to go through 1,000 more episodes like this. We have officially reached episode 100. So far, the last few hours of watching have been fairly boring, but I'm on episode 100, baby. Let's go. Beginning of the story has been good. This arc has been pretty slow, but just like every anime, I think it has that. So not a big deal. Just right now, the show is pretty slow. So I hope it picks up. And we're back to enduring. And that begs the question, if you watch for this long, do you just start becoming numb to the show?
Oh, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
And I found the answer is no. I was just bored for a little bit. But now we back. This might be my favorite arc so far, and the vibes are literally amazing. So this is the most locked in I've ever been to get to the end of it.
Come.
And on top of that, out of nowhere, I started hearing one of the best endings I've ever heard. And it hit literally every time it played. This whole era of watching the show was just so enjoyable.
That hits every time. Are we for real?
And by the end of the night, I don't know if I've ever been so tired while watching something. Day 4. Before we get started, I think it's a great time to show how I'm getting ready in the mornings. I have my time lapse recording my bed when I sleep, and when I wake up, I immediately turn on One Piece. From there, while I watch, I do my morning routine stuff, and then after that it gets real. I prepare to make the first shot of my day. Today I wanted to wear an Among Us costume. Each day I wait till the opening or ending and then get to work. But today, it was a bigger task. It took me an episode to figure out how the costume actually gets on, but then I decided to wait till the next ending because the episodes were getting really freaking good, and I just wanted to soak into that.
You seeing this? Intense.
And after that episode, I could finally film this thing. But then my roommate came out, and there is no shot I'm looking like this while he stands out here. So I decided to wait another episode. And that leads us to now. Good morning, everyone. Just watched a very rewarding arc. I was enjoying the episode so much, I decided to stop talking and just really soak into the episodes. This leads me to my biggest problem I still have not solved. Ordering food every day is really pricey, and I can't really afford that, so I have to find a cheaper solution. Luckily, I came up with a foolproof plan. So I found a solution. Sounds cool for the... Yup, it's done. Sanji's soup and grape juice because I don't drink alcohol. Why is it actually good? Ooh. And yes, it tasting good actually surprised me. And after this, I proceeded to binge for the entire night. And I decided to treat myself by watching in bed. And by the end of the night, I watched 161 episodes.
I'm tired. You're tired. I'm keeping the element of surprise.
Recently, I moved out by myself for the first time in my entire life. And this month is holiday season. And right now, this is how my place looks. Mission: deck my place in holiday decor so I can celebrate my first ever Christmas on my own. But first, just a day 5 update. How I'm feeling. Right now, I really just want to keep watching. I feel less energetic. I'm liking the arcs. It's nothing insane, but it's enjoyable to watch. And I'm on like episode 100 something, I think. I don't even know anymore. And I was ready for the store.
This is absolutely genius. So when I'm shopping, I don't have to worry about holding it. I can do everything I want to do. Look at that. It's a new opening. But yeah, sounds good to me.
I failed again. It was way too hard, so I just online shopped. However, watching nonstop was really catching up to me. I felt almost no energy, but still had 12 more hours till the end of the day. I'm gonna get me some coffee. Honestly, One Piece has already been worth it to watch, but I'm curious to see how it's going to be one of the best in the world. And by late evening, I've never been this exhausted from just watching a show before. It's crazy, I'm still enjoying the episodes. I'm just out of it. And how difficult has it been to make it to 200 episodes? Everything is pretty chill, and it's actually not that hard to watch. Feel less energetic, but I just feel so locked in to finish the show that these 200 episodes have gone by like this. I've enjoyed the entire time. I'm just very excited to see where things go, and I've stayed that way through each episode. And little did I know that tonight was going to have one of the most monumental moments of the challenge.
I cannot believe my eyes.
It's full screen, baby.
Oh.
It's official, guys. We're officially watching in full screen. Little did I know, this challenge was about to get harder than I could ever imagine. A few weeks ago, I DM'd one of the best creators in my niche, who also enjoys One Piece, and somehow got a response. Even crazier, I was actually able to chat with this guy. Even more crazy, they live in the same city as me. Even more crazy, they said they would be down to collab in a video. However, I'm already filming this video, so it's not gonna happen. Unless I realize this creator is an enjoyer of One Piece. So if I thought of a good idea we could do while I watch One Piece, it could be possible. I leave in a month, so I decided to screw it. And on day 2, I DM'd this creator with the craziest idea I had. I promised him I'd throw one of the best One Piece parties ever made, and then invited him to it. Which led me to today, and I decided, you know what, I'll check it. I'll probably never actually see this guy, so I didn't care if it looked crazy or anything. I for real have to make one of the best One Piece parties ever made while watching One Piece. This is 10 times harder than I expected. I actually had to take a minute to let this process. And now I decided I was just going to keep watching One Piece and just enjoy the piece I had. I didn't realize how good I had it, so I was just going to soak this in for now. And after 8 episodes, I was finally ready to accept the promise I made. I can't believe I'm actually doing this, but let's get serious. If I can just
I promise I won't lay a finger on you, though I'd really like to.
Alright, let's get serious. And after some quick reflecting, it's clear if I actually want to make this happen, I need help. Which actually leaves me with one solution. If I can ask some of my top friends who have any sort of experience or ideas, we can work together to make a party. And that actually might work. With that in mind, I made a promise. I have 17 days, and I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna start by trying to make a plan while watching One Piece.
I wonder if a lap dance would be out of the question.
This guy. Let's get started. And I quickly failed to realize how difficult it would be to actually write a good plan while watching One Piece.
Why is it so unclear?
Why is it so unclear?
It's so cold.
And after going back and forth for 3 straight hours, I finally got my plan finished. Okay, so I just wanted to give a quick little update. I've been working on my party plan. Now I'm currently on episode 243 and watching it up, so. Right now I'm actually really enjoying the show, but for some reason I look like this.
This is no longer your choice.
The story is going really good right now. Just had to say that. The story is going immaculate. 7. Finally, it's time. I spent yesterday planning, but now I found a solution. I'm not allowed to get help from existing friends. Which means I can technically make new friends. And now that I've gone through 6 days, making a new friend is definitely easier said than done. But that's not all. My ultimate solution. Not just any friend could make one of the best One Piece themed parties ever made. So I thought of the 4 most important roles a party would need to be incredible. And my plan is to make friends with 4 different people who could fill each role, effectively making the One Piece party crew. I know this sounds insane, but so does making a party when I've literally never even been to one in my entire life. So I'm throwing logic out the window, and where am I gonna start? So my plan is to start where every amazing party starts. The food. However, to make things even harder, going into episode 264, One Piece has been a great show, but not one of my top favorites. However, the arc I'm watching might change my opinion forever, and has actually got me invested. And while watching, I'm planning out a strategy to find a chef. I still can't believe I'm even doing this. After some decision making, I've came to a solution. I think I want to ask the person across the street. I didn't explain this in the moment, but it's a person that works at a coffee shop across the street. Okay, let's go back. And try and get his Instagram. So let's see how this goes. And before heading out, I literally had to keep just enjoying this arc, and also started some of the other roles I have in mind, because I only have 16 days to actually make this happen. And now we're ready to try and make our first friend. It's time. The plan is simple. I'm gonna go to my local coffee shop, and if the worker is there, I'm going to ask for their Instagram. I hope you can hear me when I go in. Let's see. He wasn't there. Back to fully immersing into the show. By episode 272, I started seeing a scene so cold I forgot to get in frame of the camera.
What's happening to it? What's going on inside his body?
I just witnessed. That was sick. And since he wasn't there, I spent all the time I could starting the other roles. And as a reminder, I'm working and watching, which takes, this is my own estimate, but I would say 10 times longer than just working. But I literally have no other choice. I have to do the work, and I have to watch. And so after 2 hours, I actually made decent progress. Until, thus far, One Piece has been good. But this started to change that opinion.
Yo, that's actually so sick. Yo, that was cold.
I'm working, but the episode looks so hype. And somehow, it continued to get better.
Shoot down that flag, Roger.
Which casually led to watching one of the best moments I've ever watched in any show ever. And after this, I continued to grind, finding different friends for this party. And I don't know if today is shown, but I've literally been working out that the entire day.
Time to work out.
And after a quick workout, I continued to grind, and then said whatever this sentence is.
We're about to watch.
You didn't think I'd just stay on the
It's
floor
doing
and give
good.
up without a fight,
Day
did you?
7.
If you think I'm all
What? This is actually one of the side effects of watching nonstop. My speaking has downgraded. I'm about to finish my first week watching One Piece. It has not been much of a challenge. It's just gone by really fast, and it's felt really nice. So we'll see how things go. I mean, it's been pretty nice. I just have to make a party. It's official. We're on episode 300. And we're behind by a lot, but we're on episode 300. I'm loving this arc so far, so I'm trying to just lock in. But before I get anything started, I want to head back to the coffee shop and make a friend at the coffee shop. I have to watch the episodes on my phone, so I'm going to transition and let's try and clutch. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous here. My social skills have definitely not been sharp since starting One Piece. And so I procrastinated until the point of him handing me my coffee, which meant it's now or never.
Also, I was wondering, do you have an Instagram? Can I do it?
And somehow it gets even better. We chatted it up a little bit, and turns out he likes One Piece. Could be making a friend to help with this party actually be possible? We got the Instagram, baby. Something I haven't mentioned is the people I'm looking for are actual people I want to be friends with. So this guy I have talked to multiple times at the coffee shop, and I honestly wanted to get to know him. This video makes it a double whammy. I requested, so he still has to add me back, but all things went through, so let's see if we can try and get a friend. Heading into episode 306, One Piece is officially in my top 10 of shows I've ever watched. And we keep binging. I also kept selling things to afford a One Piece party, and ended up having to make a big sacrifice. I also got my Christmas decor. For the first time in my life, I started doing the decorations by myself. And I realized, props to everyone who's ever done this before, it is a lot more tedious than expected. But after about an hour, we got her done. It's nothing crazy, but it's gonna do, and maybe I can add to it. But it's giving the vibes. I decked out the room with Christmas decor. I'm gonna make this party work. You will not believe what I woke up to. I decided to give a representation to show you guys what happened in a more immersive way. And since I am selling my MacBook, I reset it all and I can't use it right now. So I have to stay in my living room to see the TV over there. So I'm gonna do the representation here. Hopefully this helps. Let me show you guys what I saw, okay? So I was waking up, I looked out my window, and all I could see was a Christmas miracle. It's not Christmas yet. Christmas is in like 5 days, but still, it's amazing to see snow. Starting off, we're on a new arc, which is awesome. And honestly, I'm loving how creative each arc is. They're so different. And so far, watching One Piece, the stories have been fun and well written. But today was the first time I got shocked on how thought out it actually was. What? Oh. Wait, that was actually a good twist. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, hold on. I gotta put that in the notes to remember this. That's a good... Wait, how'd they even plan that? I wonder if he did write this backwards. And after that, since the arc is just starting, the day was pretty slow. And I decided even though I'm watching One Piece, I can still take time to just enjoy. That's how they walk when they're mad. And, okay. Back to it, and you will not believe what happened. I talked to the guy I met at the coffee shop. He told me that he's not really a chef. He told me he's not Sanji. But this guy has made me hot chocolate and he's made me Americanos. So I told him, I said, you already know how to make these things. I said, and I think he would be a great fit. And I honestly do. I think he would be a great fit. So I told him that. And he said he's down to compete. We have hope for a chef at the party, baby. It's hard to believe this is actually happening. And basically, I invited him to hang out. So I still don't know if he's going to be the chef of the party, but we'll see. And as I mentioned, I was working on other roles throughout all these other days. And today I asked a guy I met on Reddit if he would be the next role I wanted for the party. An assistant. And he said, I'm down. Let's go. Oh, is this like actually possible? Like... I genuinely can't believe this. I'm already shocked I made it this far. But even so, even if I get these friends, would I actually be able to make one of the best One Piece parties ever made? We'll find out soon enough. Down. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. But I'm so excited to see if this can actually work. That is crazy. Let's freaking go. We're gonna make this party work, and I gotta watch some One Piece, but let's do it. We are reaching episode 361, and this arc honestly has not been too exciting for me, but it's whatever. I think working on a party has helped me stay sane. I ended up hitting a nice little workout, and noticed a few things about One Piece recently. I've noticed some scenes are dragged out recently, so I hope that fixes. I actually love the soundtracks. I don't like complaining about it because I'm definitely enjoying the entire show. So, but I just thought I would say that. But right after that, I proceeded to watch something that made me get my new favorite character.
Oh shoot, Zoro just came. Zoro is that guy. I don't care. Dude, Zoro's him. He literally stood. What in God's name?
And we're off to bed. Psych! I decided I would work overtime to make sure I watch more episodes and try and get some friends for this party. And that led me to the end of the night. Heading into episode 387, I can't believe I've made it this far. I've noticed so far the world building in One Piece is unreal, like something I've never seen in my life. And also, we're still not even halfway there yet. And in terms of watching the show for 10 straight days, I feel a lot less energetic, but I'm still really enjoying it. The thing is, so far, a lot of One Piece has just been so creative. A lot of the stuff I've seen, I've never seen anywhere. Starting off at episode 422, basically this entire day I'm locked in and trying to afford stuff for a party. Which leads me to the end of the day. Nothing really interesting happened, so we're just skipping all of it. Good morning. I just woke up watching this and seeing that is the craziest view ever, but this arc is pretty good, so I'm gonna keep going. Today's a huge day. Opening's playing. It's time to shine. Let's try and get a chef. For the first time ever, let's make this party happen. Today's the day. The guy from the coffee shop is coming over. And I made a plan to try and have fun and hopefully become friends. And that's competing in a food battle together. This was my best idea to have fun, okay? But there's a huge twist. He actually agreed if I win this while watching One Piece, he would join the party crew as a chef. Which means this is it, and I just have to win this.
I call marriage.
And finally the time came. If I win this, I can get a chef for this party. And more than that, this is my chance to make a friend. Here is the guy who works at the coffee shop, River. He's not technically a chef, but he's incredibly good at making drinks. And here's the judge.
Hello, I am Fluffy-O, or in this case, Chef Fluffy-O, and I'm going to be judging this competition.
We have 1 hour to make a One Piece inspired breakfast dish. Let's go. Starting off, River seems to know what he's doing. And me?
We're starting with butter in a cold pan? Yeah, that's how you do it.
And quickly things started heating up. Technique was so advanced I was throwing off the judge a little.
King whole strawberry. This is so very confusing. No, I don't want to eat raw pork. Yeah, how do you think you're going to win?
Maybe, as long as doesn't get you sick.
And finally, it's the moment of truth.
So that means Chef Jacob is our winner. It's pretty close.
Yes, sir!
His
dish is phenomenal.
Congratulations, you get nothing.
Moving forward, it wasn't just that I got a win, but I think we actually just had fun, and that was the real win I was going for. So I'm super happy about that, and we officially have a chef on our party crew. I'm starting a bit late to the day for vlogging. There was a bit of we can just cue what happened. It doesn't stop there. So right now I'm probably like 200 episodes behind pace. I'm just giving an estimate. So I locked in.
My friend.
Fishman Island. Oh baby, it's time. I kind of want to get some chips in celebration of this. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm super excited to see how this goes. What? And by the end of the night, I was able to make it to episode 523. Guess what day it is? It's Christmas. Come on, G. We are starting off on episode 527 on this Christmas morning, and right away me and Alex started talking about Chopper.
You won't be seeing Fishman Island now. Get ready to sink.
I like how his walk has sound effects.
Sea lion!
We also proceeded to get flashbanged by some crazy fan service.
The amount of fan service, bro.
Yeah, that was like so... That one was crazy. Then I started to enjoy a Christmas while watching One Piece, which might seem sad, but it honestly was awesome for me. I enjoyed just watching episodes. I also love making videos, so this was just a really good time for me. So everything was going pretty well. I hit some push-ups. We're doing it. But somehow, this same day, everything changed. I hit my lowest point of this entire challenge. I've been watching, I don't know how long I've been watching for, but I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty bored. I want to go get food, and that's like the only excitement I have right now. These episodes have been okay, but nothing like insanely pulling or crazy. They've just been okay. I'm so grateful I can try and watch this in one sitting, so I'm still happy, but yeah, it's been pretty boring. I am pretty tired, so I hope the episodes get a little more exciting. And yeah, that's my biggest hope. I ended up trying to manifest it real quick. I'm gonna enjoy this boredom. And it did not work, but I just kept watching. And watching. We are basically halfway done from finishing One Piece. But if it keeps up like this day, I don't know if I'll make it to the end. I have to leave in 9 days max, and I still want to get so many more people for my party. So I have no time to waste. My reputation is still on the line here, and I still have to book the party itself, and it's not even created. I think I'm almost on episode 600. I watched a lot last night. I was binging. I'm not even close to 600. I'm at 558. Okay. Right now, I'm just waiting for some responses of people I think would be awesome to get to know and think and possibly be a part of this party making experience. I need to get like 550 episodes of One Piece finished in 9 days. I'm gonna hit that Doflamingo pose. Okay, let's lock in. So as a reminder, I actually had someone say they are down, but I haven't been able to get a response from them for the last couple of days. And not just that, I've hit up a ton of people I'd like to help with all of the roles, but I was having the same issue. The people I'm trying to meet are not getting back to me, which makes sense, it's holidays, but still. But if it keeps delaying like this, by the time I'm actually able to talk to these people, it might be too late. Good thing we're gonna make it work. I was not gonna let that deter me. I locked in, I made a party crew logo, and I started a new arc, which is awesome.
But alas, there's something that I must do, even if I'm forced to live in disgrace!
Purple. Good morning, everybody. We're almost on episode 600, going strong. We are on episode 602, which is insane. When I first started, I knew nothing about the show, and 16 days later, I'm now an actual average One Piece enjoyer. I've always loved serious shows, so One Piece still isn't in my very top. But with that being said, it's still been so enjoyable, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Also, today I was able to book a hangout with a potential assistant, which means tomorrow we could possibly add someone to the party crew. What's up, everybody? I'm having a super morning right now. I made a calendar for myself so I can visualize how much time I have left. This is literally, my lease ends, I have to leave on Saturday. So this is basically the last possible day I can do anything. I'm gonna circle this as like my projected party day. This is definitely a trap. Bro, that's crazy. Hold on. We're gonna see where the day takes me, but I plan on trying to get an assistant today, which means maybe this is possible. If I can get an assistant here, then I only have to get 2 more, and then maybe that leaves enough time to make a party, and then I'm very behind on One Piece, so I have to speed up my One Piece watching, because at the rate it's at, I'm not going to finish by Friday, so that's where I'm at right now, but I'm grateful I can watch. Right now, the arc is actually fire. I think this so far has been one of my favorite arcs. It's Dressrosa. I like the vibe. The vibe is killing, and it's also a super cool story. Luffy is such a unique character. He's so carefree, and that's amazing. I like characters that plan things out, but we'll see. Maybe this can change my opinion. And yeah, besides that, you know how this day is gonna go? It's a huge day. Many days ago, a guy told me he was down to be an assistant, and today I actually meet him and confirm if they're really down to be in this party crew. I've never met him. I don't know what they look like. They had a meme page that I really liked, and they seemed super cool on text, so I'm gonna meet them. This is Aziz. He told me he works a job that helps the environment and he really likes doing stuff like that. He also told me he really enjoys hanging out and socializing with people, which is awesome. On top of that, he told me he loves coffee, which we're already relating. I'm just hoping I can make this time enjoyable. I was on a budget, so I bought an escape room board game and don't really have another plan, but let's still try and make a friend.
True, right? What if you put against the line and then like the lines collide and they make up a word?
Let's try it. That would be like the most Giga Brain escape room play of all time.
Maybe.
I picked an escape room to test his skills as like a joke, but he was actually cooking. Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh shit, it does!
You're lying, bro. You're joking.
I'm being for real. C-R, they are. Mining. Duh.
I knew we had to be party crew friends together.
I guess you gotta read
Bro,
it.
you're insane.
Also, I told him about the One Piece party, and he's already representing.
Bro, you're insane.
Did the camera get that?
Yeah, of course.
And we actually started having fun, and it was about to get better. I decided I was gonna invite River and bring the full crew together.
This is River.
How's it going?
River.
Good to see you, bro. Heard so much about you.
Yes. Aziz?
Aziz, yeah.
Aziz.
Nice to meet you.
I'm really hoping we can get along. I literally met Aziz a couple hours ago, and I just became friends with River a couple days ago, and now we're all together.
What's y'all's favorite art?
For me, it was Water 7s.
This was CP9. That's all our favorites.
Literally the best.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Damn, we all have an agreement.
No, everyone agrees.
We all talked about our lives and things we did. River came from Hong Kong. He loves slam dunk. He also used to breakdance. Aziz's favorite anime is Gintama and has a meme page for it. He's also caught up in One Piece and has a coffee business. Whoa, these guys are awesome. We were just able to have fun watching and talking for literally hours. And that brought me to the end of one of the funnest nights I've had in a really long time. And that also means welcoming Aziz to the party crew. So last night I met the guy I thought would be a great assistant, and this guy knows so many people and is so kind, and he listens to he's a very good listener as well. He's just a great person. But with that being said, we don't have much time. Also, look how cool it is outside. This is perfect weather. I don't know who likes it. This is my favorite weather possible. Right now our crew is up to 3 people, which is insane, and they're super cool people, so I'm glad to keep this going, and we'll see how things go. I already contacted the people I want to meet really bad, so now my master plan is to have faith. And wait, as the countdown to make one of the best One Piece parties ever made is on the line. Going in at episode 675, this arc I'm watching has been incredible. The show is really good at being fun, but it also has some of the darkest backstories I could possibly imagine. And it makes it really good. On top of that, this arc has been super fun. Even though it's been slow at times, I've still really enjoyed it.
Any fool who opposes our family will be answering to me! Now step forward and fight!
And by the end of the day, it was clear Doflamingo is one of the biggest menaces of all time. And I also got no responses from the people I contacted. We gotta hurry while the intro is still going. It's about to be Doflamingo's backstory, and I cannot miss that. Okay, my stomach literally dropped after I crossed that. We gotta work. Okay. I do not have time to waste at all. Decaf coffee. So today I literally made posts everywhere and did everything I possibly could to try and get anyone else to fit in these final 2 roles, but still was having literally no luck. Okay, I just got to the climax of Doflamingo's arc. I love the characters a lot, especially the new ones they introduced. I will say it was pretty long, but besides that, it was solid. I mean, I'm literally at episode 700 something, so we only have 400 episodes left. This is insane. It's giving me a recap, but they don't know that I've watched all these episodes in the last 10 days. That's right, and we're starting off on a brand new arc, which is awesome sauce. And it's also time that I reveal all the roles I want to have for this party. That's right, so for the last couple of days, I've really been trying my best to get a designer and a musician with everything I can, and I've continued to fail at doing that, and now I only have a couple days left. I'm on episode 785. I almost just tried going to sleep. Right now I still have 300 episodes left, and I have 3 days, which is 100 episodes a day, which is physically impossible if I were to go to sleep, because I'm still gonna make this work. After I watch in here for a little bit, then after that I'm gonna start One Piece in my room and stay up until I can watch as many as I can, and that gives me time to figure out how I'm gonna get cosplayers and musicians in the morning. I basically only have tomorrow to do this. If I want to make this party happen, it's now or never. So let's do it. One Piece is in the works. It's 9 a.m. Let's get started. We have no time to waste. While looking for a designer and musician, I also started watching One Piece, which means I'm watching in sub now. So I have to be able to see subtitles at all times, which makes this even harder. The reason I'm watching One Piece is because it basically removes filler scenes and filler episodes, which means I can get through episodes much faster without missing any story at all.
It looks like all the DMs I have, I'm not really getting any responses.
And to make matters worse, not one thing about the party is planned. The reason that is because I wanted the full crew to be assembled so we can all build it together. However, after another full day of working, I finally realized I just can't wait any longer. I don't know how the end of this will go, but I do know I can still make a party, even if it's just 2 people. I had to call the party crew, and we have to make this now. And after this, me and the crew came up with the best One Piece party ideas possible. We also learned none of us have ever been to a real party before, which is great. But we were all willing to try our best. After about an hour of planning, we were done with ideas and decided to play some Anime Jeopardy together. Once everyone went home, I immediately looked for a sick One Piece inspired venue to host the party. I'm currently in bed, as you can tell, and I found something, and I booked the place. This is insane. Now we just gotta do everything else. But at least we have a place, so no matter what happens, I'll at least have a room. But I want to make one of the best One Piece parties ever made, and my reputation is on the line. I just remembered I have to contact Billy Han very soon.
We're on Big Mama arc, but now we have to keep moving forward. I have to make this party possible.
Right now, I have to take all the ideas we have and turn them into one final party. If you're wondering how I'm working and watching, I have the screen here because I can only work on my phone. I just finished basically the entire party outline, but right now I'm gonna work on making an invitation, which is awesome sauce. We have like basically a day to get people to a party, so instant notice. And right now we have 0. And the biggest thing at a party is probably the people. So I gotta get to working. And this is when stakes get even higher because I invited literally every single person I could possibly invite and also put invites on basically every public channel locally that I possibly could. So I don't know how much people can come, but it could be a lot. And so far this Big Mama arc has been pretty slow, but reaching near the end of it, this happened. Okay, the pudding, okay, hold on, no. I just watched one like the saddest things I've ever seen in my life. What's crazy is I can finally look up One Piece on Safari and I don't really have to care about spoilers. I can see the One Piece crew, which is insane. After this, I ordered all the supplies for the entire party on Amazon next day shipping. This is literally crazy, so let's just hope it comes in. However, right after ordering it, it kept canceling, probably because the amount of the volume I have in this order, and it took me 30 minutes, but I think I finally got it to go through. I finished Big Mama's arc, which was insane. Take a little relax. Look at it, oh my gosh. That looks like a wallpaper. I was super excited for the next arc. But that excitement soon came to a quick halt because I realized I forgot something huge. I forgot one of the most important things. This is the checklist that I've had for the last 20 days. I can't believe it's gotten to like this late of a point and I can't believe I still have this checklist not done and it's literally like the last day. But I'm gonna do my best. It's rule number 3, this has to get done. So that night, with an entire party to make, I went off to finish my checklist first. I was only able to get 3 done. After this, I spent the rest of the night just watching in bed, enjoying this piece, because tomorrow is about to be one of the craziest days of my entire life. This is day 1. Dear future me, I hope we can finish the checklist. And it's official. Today I'm watching the Wano arc. And at the time of filming this, I'm basically catching up with most people watching the show. I'm being serious, it feels like I went through time and finally made it to the present. Not just that, this is when my opinion on One Piece changes forever. But first, I have one of the best One Piece parties ever made I have to throw. To fill you in, I have not set up anything on my party plan, and the party starts in 12 hours. River and Aziz work till that time, so right now it's just me who can make this work. And on top of that, I still haven't finished my checklist. I have no time to waste. We're gonna get right back into the checklist. To make things even worse, I have to wait for places to open to do everything on my checklist. I texted Aziz and I asked him if he could help find some people. He said he's been posting the event in different chats, really giving effort, and so I'm really grateful. 7 hours until this party starts, and I can finally set off to try and finish my checklist again. 4 left still. And after this, while soaking into Wano, I attempted to find true love in a manga cafe. I hung out around some board games. I even went cosplay shopping. And by the time I finished everything, there was only 1.4 hours until this party starts. And I haven't even started setting it up. Top of that, I was not able to finish my checklist. I got everything done except literally one, which is tough, but I have no more time to waste. By the time I made it to the location, me and River realized Aziz might not be able to make it. We have no food, no music, we have no idea how many people are showing up, and we have 30 minutes. After 5 minutes, it was clear this is probably not going to be possible, but we're also not giving up. One of my friends came early, and they wanted to help. Even with that, we're still not even close. But 2 more friends arrived, and also wanted to help.
Yo, what you need help with? What's up, brother?
We have a full crew working together to try and make this work. But if Billy Han arrives at any moment, the party will not be ready. And then Aziz arrives. Regardless of what happens, I'm gonna make this party work. Good thing we're gonna make it work. Me, River, and Aziz have never been to a party in our entire lives. But
Give me your energy!
alright, what's going on? And the last thing on my checklist was to go to my first ever party. And by the end, almost everyone knew this was my last night in the city, so we made sure it was something to remember. And that was better than any party I could have ever imagined. And after this, I made it back home quickly to continue my Wano grind. And because of how late I sent my invite to Billy Han, he wasn't able to make it, and he was really bummed. So I'm sorry, and I hope we can collab sometime in the future. And if you like anime videos, please give this guy a look. He posts daily, and he's a super kind person, so yeah. The party may have not been the biggest, but it was one of the funnest nights I've ever had, and I think almost everyone there had a super good time. And to me, that made it more than enough. Besides that, the animation of One Piece has gotten actually kind of outrageously good. And I'm currently watching one of the longest running arcs in history that is 191 episodes. I don't know how they're going to make this work, but we're finally about to see if they can. Day 24. I can't believe I'm saying a day that high, but here we are. Today my lease expires, and I plan to finish One Piece before leaving this entire time, but I'm not even close to finishing. But I also didn't make it 24 days to just stop. So I decided I'm going to keep watching until I finish this thing, even if it means watching while moving. After making that decision, I decided to go back and rewatch episodes I didn't fully soak into while working on the party, and then I had to say goodbye to my friends. Thank you for all the time we had. Of course, I got your back, brother. Of course. Goodbye, man. Take care. That was hard, but the memories are totally worth it. And now I fly back to my parents' house, where it was finally time to finish One Piece once and for all. So far, One Piece has been an incredible show, but this is the moment when I finally started to understand why people call it one of the best in the world. Okay, what the
but look to the future.
Oh my gosh! Dude, what?
Even after watching for 26 days straight, I was still one of the most excited I've ever been in my life for any show ever.
That might be the hypest I've been for this show so far. I'm not gonna lie.
But somehow it kept going. And kept going.
Yeah, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen in anime. The more I watch One Piece, the later I've gotten, the more it keeps surprising me. This might be visually the best episode I've ever seen in my life.
And after seeing those new expectations, it broke it again. Heading into the last arc of this show, all I can say is that this is unlike any show or story I've ever seen. It's impossible to compare to anything else. And it's clear without a doubt, One Piece is one of the best stories ever made, and it's one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen in my life. And if there's one key takeaway from all 30 days in One Piece, it's that no matter what you want to do in life, you can make it work. Whether that's making new friends for the first time, making a party for the first time, or maybe even watching all of One Piece in a single sitting.
We did it. Let's go. Oh. That last episode was probably perfect. That was so depressing, but.
And this was actually my first ever video, so I really hope you enjoyed. On top of that, I definitely failed this challenge many times. I was not able to watch non-stop the entire time, but I will say I did my very best to watch throughout as much as I possibly could, and so I hope that can suffice. I was not perfect. If it comes down to the rules, I definitely lost, but I tried my best. But still, I hope this can be entertaining. And I hope you're having a great day.
Hope you enjoyed.